Thievery. It's been around since people started owning stuff. Jesse James, Butch Cassidy, Mike Cat, all famous criminals. These people like to steal all sorts of things of value, whether that's something physical you can get your hands on that you can get rich from, or even an idea, something in your head that you can get rich from. Hi again, and welcome back to a trash compactor that's about to turn you into a Minecraft block. Some of you might know about this TikToker, Kane Trujillo? I don't know, I can't speak English. His username is NewMain, so I'm just gonna call him that, but he popped up on my For You page for doing this little dance. Then doing the dance again, and then doing the dance again, you get it. But hey, he does do that dance well, and I gotta say, he's got himself a winning smile right there. Unfortunately, that smile only won the competition because it was taking steroids, and like Lance Armstrong before him, when people figured out what was going on, it all came crashing down. You see, it turns out NewMain was caught completely copying other people's TikToks and taking credit for them like he made them with his own two meat mittens. Turns out that pisses some people off. But you know what's pissing me off? That like half of you watching right now aren't subscribed. So click that big red propaganda button and turn notifications on, otherwise I'll have your head on a pike. Now another TikToker, that's just Chris, made a video about this guy copying content like a month ago, and he conveniently made some side-by-sides of NewMain's copied TikToks versus their originals. Thank you for doing that, Chris. I really appreciate when people do the hard work for me. That was an exact shot-for-shot remake. It's like 12-year-olds who really like Star Wars, so they perfectly recreate lightsaber duel scenes frame by frame out of Legos. Except what NewMain's doing here was way less work and definitely not as cute to think about. I remember when that Asian man TikTok got on my For You page. I thought it was a little weird that a white guy was doing the imitation, but now I see that he was simply imitating the imitator. I don't get why he didn't spice it up even a little here. Like, just do some different arm movements, man. He hits the exact same arm swings at the exact same time. It's like he's playing Just Dance and trying to get a perfect score. Just frame perfect mimic the weird faceless person choreography. Now, the theft is one thing, but because of things NewMain said, we know he most definitely saw Chris's video and others like it. Just other videos calling him out for stealing and taking credit for the work the other guys in the group chat did, and he was not a happy camper about it. Like, whatever the opposite of camping is, that's what he was.
You can kindly take it down and we can just, be cool and move on from all this shit. Or you can just leave it up and, have a lot of enemies from here on out.
Why the fuck would you say that? He's talking like a drug kingpin who's trying to get someone he can't kill not to talk. Dude, you're a TikToker. It's okay. We're all just losers on the internet here. Now, what he said there sounds bad, but apparently he did it more than once. Like, not only to the guy who made the TikTok on him, but also to Chris himself. And I gotta say, I can see why he needs to steal ideas.
Simply delete your videos and move on from all this, or you can leave it up and do your thing. And you're gonna have a lot of enemies from that, just letting you know.
Sounds like he wrote that out. Did you do that, NewMain? Did you write it?
He reused the threat. Who reuses threats like that? It's just so uncreative. NewMain had such a good opportunity to say some slick shit here if he was trying to come off as intimidating. Like, he could have at least thrown in a few "I know your personal details" or "I have your dog hostage" or some shit. But this, you're just making my job boring, man. It's so dramatic and not in a fun way. Listen, if you're gonna be an internet villain, please take more lessons from Jake Paul than you would Kane, whatever his last name is. He made himself so unmemorable, I already forgot it. You see what I'm talking about? Now, if this was just a case of somebody stealing TikTok content, boo-hoo, it still sucks, but I probably wouldn't be making a video on this guy specifically. Fuck tons of people on that platform just take other people's jokes word for word. It's basically what I do on Twitter. TikTok is like a communist society, but the only resource they share is punchlines. And from those very threatening voice memos he sent, you've probably guessed NewMain doesn't take this kind of stuff laying down. In fact, he hopped on a live stream and had a few choice words for all of his haters, critics, and detractors. We'll call them party rivals for the sake of this communism bit.
Made it first, it's who does it better. Who gives a fuck about some little copy content? Like, I'm an actor, I'm not a writer, I'm not a fucking storyteller. You give me a script, I will fucking nail that shit. But I'm not gonna think of it, no. But I'm gonna make yours better.
He is so confident, and like, over what? Doing the same dance over and over again? I don't even act like my balls hang that low, and you guys know how much of a big-headed asshole I am. He called himself an actor, and hang on to that, because that's the shit everybody else remembered too. But for him to say that he makes your content better by simply doing it himself is like Midas touch logic. Everything I wipe with my ass cheeks turns to gold, and don't forget it.
Or make yours, good. Like, your shit is probably not as good, and that's why it's not performing well. Let me go on live, let's see how much shit I can get in the comments. for copying content. Like, come on, man.
So yeah, hopefully that gave you a good idea what people have been dogging on him for these last few days. You shouldn't contribute to that, but it is what people have been talking about. And this was the absolute worst thing he could have done. Like I said, if he had just kept his head down and up his own ass instead of poking it out to clap back, this probably would have blown over like some bugs on your windshield. But now people know exactly how he feels about what they said about him, and he's given them plenty of mud to sling right back at him. Ah, that's brutal. He said all that shit with the deadest stare I've seen since Prince Philip, rest in peace. The actor comment really bit him in the ass specifically. It's like when the Joker told his mom he wanted to be a comedian, and she told him he has to actually be funny to do that. It's such an easy comeback, and it could have been avoided entirely if we just kept our mouths shut. I'm the Joker in this scenario, by the way. There was this one guy who was doing what NewMain did to other people, to NewMain, where he would perfectly sync his dancing over NewMain and just cover up the original. I gotta say, even though this guy didn't come up with the original idea, I think he really just did it better. Something was really added by him doing the exact same thing as NewMain, but it being him instead. Maybe it's just because I like his acting performance more. I don't know, just something about it.
NewMain, the king of cap, is shameless. He's a Ralph Lauren brand ambassador who uses $200 check to buy an eighth. What a deal. He's a part-time model who stole all of his looks from Flynn Rider. And no, I didn't write that joke, but credit goes to Joey Bailey. See how simple that was, bozo?
And I thought that actor clip brutalized him. That was just mean. Like, I get busting his balls a little bit, you know, because he has the big ego going on or whatever. But this is the kind of roast you give to a convicted serial killer. This is some sworn revenge on the man who killed your family type shit. Just no punches held back. Like, some of the stuff said I didn't include because it was just too grim for my most definitely kid-friendly PG-13 YouTube channel. Now, I'm happy to say that it's not all corrosive poison coming from this situation. Some real talent has gotten a spotlight by springboarding off of this whole middle school cafeteria mess. Oh my god, how did he do that? It's like he pulled them out of a pocket dimension, Jesus. He was so cold with it too, he finishes the magic trick and throws the card at the camera. I know so many people had to change their underwear after watching that. Of course, we can't look at things we like for too long. This is the Kwite YouTube channel, but I really don't think NewMain is gonna be escaping this shit anytime soon. I mean, just look at his comments. Everything everybody is saying in those comments is just dunking on him for this whole thing. And he's definitely getting hounded enough as is, so while we can watch from afar, I really have to tell you guys not to add to it yourselves. But you got people asking for the original version on every single TikTok he makes. Like, he could have the most original idea known to man, and no one would think he thought of it first. Let's play Find the Original. Now, who'd you steal this from? Great video. Now, who made it first? People are giving him grief over that actor thing, too, just eviscerating him over this shit. Hello, Mr. Actor. Award-winning acting here. Guys, it's okay. He's an actor. Funny enough, I wasn't looking for this next thing at all, but while browsing his videos, I found by complete chance the only apology I've seen him make. And guess where I found it? In the comments of one of his own TikToks. My B for not giving credit in past videos. Moving forward, I will be sure to. My B. After all that, all he's got is my B. Listen, I know apologies are tough. You're walking on eggshells no matter what you do, and sometimes there's no way out, but you didn't even try. It doesn't mention any of the stuff he said in that live stream about the big head he's got on them shoulders. I just love that the immediate reply is Doug Marr saying how frail that shit is. That apology is so weak, it's gonna die of malnutrition in a few hours. But hey, at least looking through his videos again, I was able to find him following through on that promise to credit people. Buried in the comments of that video with nothing but an IB to go off of. Awesome. Yeah, that's all I got to say on this. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to drop a like and subscribe with notifications on. If you guys have any video ideas, please leave them in the comments below. Remember, I've said it a few times this video, but don't go after NewMain or anybody I talked about. It helps absolutely no one when you do that, and it just wastes your own time. You can follow me on twitch.tv/Kwite, where I stream, on my second channel, Quote, where I post my stream highlights, on Twitter, @Kwite, on Instagram, @Kwite.png, and on TikTok, @KwiteTikTok. Anyways, this has been Kwite, and I will see you in prison, thief.